Hello to everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to install Python in a computer. I am assuming the Python is not already installed in your computer, and we will see step by step how we can make a clean installation of the popular Python interpreter. In case previously you have tried to attempt to install Python, but for some reason you could not succeed, then please check my uninstalling the Python video. After cleanly uninstalling the Python, then you can watch this video to learn how to make a clean installation of the Python. Since the Python is a very popular interpreter, please ensure that you download this Python interpreter only from the authorized original Python's website. Because if you download it from some other website, there is a possibility that the downloaded version may have some kind of viruses or Trojan horses attached. It is recommended that you always install Python, not only Python, but any other software. It is recommended that you always download it from the original vendor's website. Now, since Python is an open source, you can find Python in python.org. This is the authorized Python's software foundation site. Here, apart from you downloading the Python interpreter, you can also find a lot of other useful links. You have community for Python, you can explore it. You can get all the news about the Python, such as the latest version launches, latest upgradations, or any new important change. I'll also suggest you that you can go and sign up for the PSF newsletter so that you will be immediately getting updated about the newer changes in the Python and also about new version launches or upgradation or changes in the existing version. And you also have a clear documentation here, though the documentation is available by the Python, but it is not very clear. So we can just make some quick references if in case you are already having a good knowledge in Python. Now Python can be downloaded for a different operating system. So it will automatically detect from which computer you are trying to install. Now I'm going to install Python for Windows. Since I'm starting python.org from a Windows system, it automatically shows me download for Windows option. You can click on the download button and you can save the Python installation file in any of the folder on your computer. So the Python application is downloaded successfully. From here on, you can directly launch the application. Otherwise, if you go to click the show in folder icon, then you can also see where the file is downloaded, and from there also you can double click to start the Python installer. Now the Python installer appears and you have options of install now and customize installation. You also have two important options like use admin privileges when installing py.exe, let it be checked, and add python.exe to path. I'll suggest you choose custom installation. From custom installation, you can see different options here. The documentation option, if checked, will install the Python documentation files in your system itself so that you can make any quick references even if you do not have any internet connection. Then you have the option to install the pip installer. I suggest strongly that you check this option since Python comes with a lot of modules and packages. Those modules and packages has to be installed with a special installer called pip. So this pip installer will also be installed along with the Python installation. And the TDTK and IDLE is the important development environment. It has to be checked. And there is this Python test suite which will be used if in case you are going to use Python for automation testing. And PyLauncher is also checked. You have the option to install Python for only your login or to all the users of your computer. Some students or some professionals may have multiple logins in their Windows laptop or Windows computer. If in case you want to make available Python to all the users of the computer, please check for all users. Otherwise, you can uncheck this. In case you check for all users, then you will be getting a window called the control access window to allow the installer to run by the admin privileges. Once all these options are checked, I'm going to click next. Here, again, you have the option to select install Python 3.1 for all users. If you want, you can check this. Otherwise, you can leave it as such. And associate files with Python requires the PyLauncher. I suggest not to check this box. In Windows, every of the application file will be associated with its application. For example, if you double click on the DOC, that is Word document file, automatically Windows will open the file along with the Word software. That is called file association. If you check this associate files Python option here, what happens is whenever you double click any of the .py files, that is a Python program files, it will automatically execute the program rather than opening the program in this Python editor. So I suggest not to check this option. There is also one more reason why we should not be checking this option. Since Python is used for different purposes, Python can be accessed from very many varied different kind of tools such as Jupyter Notebook, Visual Studio. So if we are associating Python with this version, then it will become difficult for you to access files or to open files, the program files in other tools. So I suggest not to check this option, associate files with Python. If it is already checked, please uncheck. And please ensure that you check this create shortcuts for installed applications so that your application will be easily available to access from the desktop or from the start. And this is very important, add Python to environment variables. Basically, when you install an application in the Windows environment, other applications may not know what are all the different kind of softwares that you have already installed in your computer. For example, if you have installed Word and Excel, the Word application may not know Excel exists and Excel application may not be knowing Word exists. So if this is the case, for some reason, some application needs to know what are all the other softwares that you have installed in your computer. How these applications find that? That is with the help of the environment variables. Windows has something called as an environment variable, which can be accessed by all the softwares that has been installed in your computer. So if I permit this installer to add Python to environment variables, this will help other softwares that are installed in your computer to know that your computer has been installed with a Python interpreter. Where this will be useful, for example, if you are installing multiple different versions of Python, then it will be helpful. So I always suggest add Python to the environment variable. Python comes with lot of standard libraries, and I suggest you to check this option pre-compile standard libraries. This option compiles all the standard libraries. What is the advantage? When you compile, the advantage is those libraries runs very faster. So if you select pre-compiled standard library, then Python will compile all the standard libraries during the time of installation. This will help you to execute all the programs faster. And you have the option to customize where you are supposed to install Python. Usually Python will be installed depends upon the user that you have created. Normally it will be showing you a very lengthy location like this. I suggest you cleanly remove all this and try to install Python in the root directory of any drive. It can be C drive, D drive, but I suggest you to create a path like this. Why? Why? Because often in a development environment, we might have to frequently refer the path or the location where Python is installed. So if in case the length of the location, that is C colon backslash Python 311, it will be easy for you to remember and as well as type in different programming environment. So I suggest you to install Python on the root itself. Once everything is done, then you can click install. I'm getting a user access control window and I'm clicking yes. Now the setup is installing Python. You can see that it is installing component after component. Now test suite documentation is being installed and utility scripts. Ideally environment is being installed now. You can also see the standard libraries are being pre-compiled. Depends upon the configuration of your laptop. This entire process can take anywhere between 5 minutes to even 20 minutes. It is not that you should be looking at this window while installation. You can start the installation and you can start to work in other applications also. Now you see it is pre-compiling the standard library. So this will help in running all your programs very faster because the standard libraries are compiled now. The setup is still performing the installation. Once the installation is complete, then accessing Python becomes very easy. You can actually install multiple versions of Python in the same system, but please ensure that you are installing it in different folders. Since an application developed with a specific version may need the same version to work, so you may practically in real-time environment may be required to have different versions of Python. If that is the case, please download the appropriate version of the Python installer from the python.org website and install it onto different folders. Now the setup is successful. You can click the close button. After the installation, you can go to the start menu and then click in all apps. And here you can scroll down to the letter P section. You can find the Python is installed here. Now I'm just dropping down this Python 311 menu. You can see the ideally Python 3.1 terminal console, manuals, and model documents all are installed here. To launch Python ideally, you can simply click ideally here. Now this is how the Python interpreter looks like. This Python interface is also called as a console or the Python terminal. This is where you will be issuing Python instructions directly, or you can execute all the Python program files from here. Now I am closing this ideally environment. The advantage of ideally environment of running Python is you all have this graphical interface to open the file, save the file, execute the program. That is the advantage of this ideally environment. You also have a Python terminal environment. our shell. Here, this is how the Python shell looks like. Sometimes in your real-time environment, you may also encounter the Python console like this, especially when you're working in a Linux or Unix environment, or you're working from a cloud environment. Wherein because the graphical user interface may occupy a lot of system resources on those areas rather than a full-fledged graphical development environment is not used, but the Python will be accessed through this terminal console. Both are the same interpreter. Whatever the command instructions are programmed, you execute from here works very similar to that of the other end. Now the Python is installed. You can also go to All Apps, and from the Python, the IDLE environment is what we will be using frequently. You can right click here and you can pin it to the taskbar so that you can access this easily. That's how we install Python. I hope you can install Python now easily. We will connect with you in another installation video.